Shall we? The echo, I think the echo is actually adding to the tension as well. I do believe that's kind of bringing that in. So let's get the next act up here. I'm sorry about this, Charlie, but we're going to bring to the stage now the next act, Mr. Charlie Bond. Thank you very much.
Hey, you having a good night so far?
Yeah!
Yeah, well, this is one of the last nights I'm going to do because I'm going to have surgery this month. I have Crohn's disease, you see. See, one of the symptoms and one of the consequences of this operation is that I will have bugger all in the way of appetite, eating very little. So, anyone planning any hunger strikes? I'm also on the autistic spectrum. Boy, I'm really selling myself tonight, aren't I? Half of you are thinking, no shit. Yeah, kind of. See, my brain works. I see the world differently to a lot of people. Well, it could be because I have really shitty eyesight. There was a time when I saw the whole world in black and white. Coincidentally, that's when I stopped wearing contact lenses. Led me to some odd situations. Like the other day, I tried to buy a pair of crocodile shoes. Gave me Crocs. So, I'm a jazz comedian. You only have to laugh at the jokes I'm not telling. See, my motto is to make people laugh and groan. It's a policy I adopt as both as a comedian and as a gigolo. And I hear it's someone's birthday today. See. So this year I turned 35. Birthday is the day before Valentine's Day. I did get a Valentine's card this year. Happy Valentine's Day. Remember, if she scares you, she's the one. Love, Amber Heard. So I come from a place in Devon called Exeter. And the comedy scene's building up nicely very there. I don't mean to say it was dead, but the last place I performed that day used to be a mortuary. The good news is I've still got a shag afterwards. Now, it is the job of every comedian to know where to draw the line. Mine is right over there in the lavatory. Is it? So now, this isn't the weirdest gig I've done. I once did a comedy night at a nudist colony. I haven't seen so many twats in one room since I last tuned it to watch Question Time. Also on the bill was a naked ventriloquist. Rubbish. I could see her lips move. You meet some interesting people in this log. One person actually ran across Suella Braverman's gynecologist. And he told me the first time he looked up there, he shouted out, "Fuck me, there's just no end to this cunt." I used to tell that joke about Priti Patel. You probably think that's a bit lazy, but well, she's pretty much Priti Patel Mark II. So where were they? So I was reading a piece in The Independent. It said, "Why I feel sorry for fans of the Smiths." It's like, bitch, try being a Lost Prophets fan. Yeah. Great frontman, terrible babysitter, you know what I mean? So in the news there was a news story this year. Gary Glitter got out of prison and then screwed up again and went back in. Really killed the current series of The Masked Singer. Yeah. Well, his song choice would have given it away, wouldn't he? Thank heaven for little girls. So, anyone here from Bristol? Okay, rephrase that. Anyone been to Bristol lately?
Yeah.
So the Colston Hall is now the Bristol Beacon. What do you feel about that?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Thank you. So there you go. So you want to change the name, want to disassociate yourself from a terrible person, committed terrible crimes in our history, is awful. But yeah, I got 2 words for you, pal. Savile Row. Guys, I live on Hitler Avenue. You don't hear me whining about it. I mentioned I'm Jewish. Probably should. Yeah. It's not the. I don't really like to wear my Jewishness on my sleeve because the last person to make us do that was Hitler. Got plenty of gold stars at school. My mum, I've got a Jewish mother. She doesn't like me telling the Jew jokes, so we've agreed to a compromise. I'm saving them all up for the next Labour conference. When I was at school, I had teachers tell me that, no, I don't like comedians. Nobody likes a comedian. You ever heard that? Because as we all know, geography teachers get all the pussy. Did you not have sex education at school? Yeah. I didn't. I could have benefited because everybody's first time is terrible, isn't it? Yeah, lots of fumbling about, not knowing what goes where or where you're supposed to go. Say, my geography teacher wanted his money back. I've never been to a school reunion because my school years were fucking horrible and I've no desire to relive them. So, yeah, I really want to go through acne, social awkwardness, ostracization, playing rugby in the rain again. Yeah, and don't try and sell me on sexy schoolgirls because do I look like a Radio 1 DJ? So, has anybody ever done that thing where you're having a drink and somebody makes you laugh and liquor comes shooting out of your nostrils like that? You know, anyone done it?
Yes. Yeah.
Great advice. Never ever tell a joke whilst in the midst of oral sex. And that's how I met your mother.
Oh my God.
Yeah, my dad always used to tell me that the worst thing you can do to an enemy is just ignore them. I now understand why he was kicked out of the army. He's telling me, behind every successful man there is a woman, especially if you're into S&M. Is that everyone's beautiful on the inside until he had a colonoscopy. So we had a cat with leprosy. And one day,
You're going too far now.
and one day he got up a tree, and well, the good news is he managed to land on his feet. Do you hear about the leper who went in for a job interview? Wanted to get his foot in the door. We haven't got any lepers in the room. Go on, show of hands. How can you tell if a leper's flirting with you? Gives you the eye. Oh, that's going too far, is it? You know, apparently if you're very big and popular on social media, you're called an influencer. Yeah. I don't like that term. I think it's very dangerous. Do you know what it sounds like? Manipulator, ruler, leader, do what I say. Charles Manson was an influencer. I will say it is very aptly named because every time I see one of these pricks, I immediately turn my computer off and go read a book. There are a lot of sayings I find quite odd, like, went down like a bucket of cold sick. I mean, warm sick would be lovely. Yeah. Whenever you hear a news story, the star was convicted of indecent assault. It's like, as opposed to decent assault? Excuse me? I'm so sorry. It's like when couples have things they say to each other, like, hi, this is the girl I'm seeing. Oh, you make eye contact. Great, good for you. Okay, we're going out. Wow, you leave the house. That's great. Hi, I'm Ralph. This is my wife, Sheila. We exist together. Hey, this is the woman I told you about. This is the woman I consume oxygen with. Hey, Stevie Wonder, how's the girl? Your... So, did you know that, here's about, there are people in some parts of the world who are so dedicated and committed to social causes, they protest by setting themselves on fire.
Yep.
Hey, there's a strategy for some of today's quote-unquote activists. Odin. Now, I am a hat person. Easy thing to miss, I know. Now, apparently there's an unwritten rule regarding hat people. If you see somebody wearing a hat, it's okay to either yank it off them and put it on, or not just ask to wear it, just beg down and beg it, please don't wear it. Oh, can I try your hat on? Please let me wear it. It's so nice. I have found out the hard way that the same exact rule does not apply to women's bras. Double standards, eh? What can you do? Hello there. Oh, that is a smashing pair of French knickers you're wearing. Would you mind if I tried them on? Oh, they will go smashing with my collection. Ooh, I don't care that they haven't been washed. Other people, unless you wear glasses, you ever let somebody wear your glasses? They always say the same thing, don't they? Oh, wow, your eyesight is bad. Ooh, nothing gets past you, does it? I was like, do you sit in people's wheelchairs and go, well, you're not going anywhere fast, are you? So I'm a fan of the Marvel superhero Daredevil. I love the Netflix show. I'm in two minds about Daredevil, you see. On one hand, I can buy a blind man overcoming his disability by developing super senses, reflexes, fighting skills and shit. But a lawyer becoming a superhero. Well, that's just silly. Do you know, the great Steve Martin once said that comedy is making people laugh without making them puke. So, well, I had some bulimics in the front row of one gig. Last year, the great French filmmaker Jean-Luc Godard passed away. He once said that all I need to make a film is a girl and a gun. Well, thank God he didn't work with Alec Baldwin. Now, Gloucester's great. I went up my way over here. I was stopped by a fella on a bicycle trying to sell me drugs.
Sorry.
He was peddling. One time I took a trip to the seaside. I won a goldfish and a coconut, or as the Tories call it, school lunch. I took a trip to Belfast not too long ago. Building exploded, fire, debris, people running about. I asked the local, my God, what? Is this the IRA? Oh, don't worry, Paul. It was a gender reveal party. See? No.
Oh, very good.
Thank you. I remember seeing it. So I remember when Batman v Superman came out a few years ago. There was that great bit that was in all the trailers. Batman calls Superman out to fight. He says, "Tell me, do you bleed? You will." Well, it's a good job he said that to Superman, because you imagine if he said that to Wonder Woman. You know, a fellow comedian of mine once said that the thing about comedy is there's no HR.
True.
Yeah, how do you think Cosby got away with it for so long? Yeah, didn't Louis C.K. win a Grammy last year? So, yeah, if any of my skeletons get out of the closet, I'm buggered, you know what I mean? Yeah. Don't you just hate it when you're trying to watch porno online and the computer keeps buffering? Like every few minutes it buffers. No, but the sad thing is that's not even the worst wank I've ever had. Yeah, lots of companies are banning plastic nowadays. Not the sex industry, funnily enough. So, does this mean that we can now expect porn stars with natural tits? Okay, I'm all for it. Oh, blimey. So, it's a... thank you, you've been rather nice. I want to leave you with some great advice I was given.
Brilliant.
People who live in glass houses should change estate agents. Thank you, Peter.